Hey guys, Kristina Nikols for IdeateTV with Stewart Pearce, Angel Whisperer. Stewart, thank you so much for taking a moment to talk to us today.
My pleasure.
I'm so excited to hear all about your world and what you would like to share with our audience.
Wow.
Because we have all kinds
Where
of
do I
viewers.
begin?
We have all kinds of viewers. So if somebody who doesn't know anything about your world, what can you tell us about it?
Well, I mean, where do I begin? Because it's a
No,
vast
so
world.
much.
Okay, well, let's
give us the
let's
Cliff
see
Notes
Let's
version.
see what comes out of me in a very spontaneous way. As we see here, the work that I'm introducing into the world is angelic sound healing. Okay? Now, what this means is that in 1987, I had a divine transmission from 12 angels that call themselves the Angels of Atlantis because they were alive, as they are alive now, because they're eternal beings in Atlantis. So what they're doing is allowing us to feel how we can purify, refine, rarefy, and make excellent our lives, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And what they do is they allow us to feel that sound is at the core of creation. And so for us individually, what this means is that we each have a note. And when we sound that note, we sound the song of our soul. Now, the interesting thing is that most people don't sound the song of their soul because we've been taught, educated, conditioned into doing, which means that we actually live in our heads. So you can see that something very radical has happened. And am I really in touch with my soul? No, I'm just in touch with my head. But if I go here, I automatically slip back into my note. If words arise from the heart, they enter the heart. If words arise from the tongue alone, they don't pass beyond the ears. So the interesting thing is that that's where we start, but then we begin to realize that the dear one that I'm working with is not in tune with their heart, with their note or with their heart. And so what I do is I create strategies for them that are completely bespoke for them to move into their heart and to feel that flow, ease, grace, love, empathy, inclusivity are much easier to attain. And when we draw in the angels, they allow us to embody the conviction of what those feelings are. How's that?
That's great. And I have so many questions now.
Fire away.
Well, you were telling me off camera about the Angels of Atlantis and these cards, which I found very interesting when you're talking about the hearts. Can you tell us about that again?
Yeah, so the angels in 2011 gave me the first oracle of the Angels of Atlantis, which is my spade. It digs deep into our lives in a wonderful oracular way, so it's very magical. And what the cards do is to allow us to see, through pure synchronicity and magic in the moment, of how we can literally align ourselves with the greatest truth. And so the angels bring that to us, and then all we have to do is embody. So this is very much about awakening the left brain, but allowing a supercoherence to take place between the left brain and our heart, the mechanistic center, and then our feeling center. Whereas these are the hearts of the angels. And the hearts of the angels come in sigil form. So sigils are actually geometries that hold the essence of an entity. So here we have the 12 angels of Atlantis and all of their hearts. So the angels have given us their hearts, because the heart is the seat of the soul. So by literally feeling this oracle working for us, we can actually just feel how our hearts are awoken.
How can our viewers who are watching today tap into the connection? Is there a way for them to start to become more aware of the presence of angels?
Firstly, what we need is silence, solitude, and stillness. So in other words, that's meditation. We need to just tune out from the doing world and become part of the inner being world. One of the principal keys that we can use for that is our breath. So if we're breathing really deeply, it takes us deep into our bodies. So our mental body process or our mental rhythms slow down from beta, we move into alpha, and that's when we begin to access the glory of the wonder of who we are. A simpler way of putting all of that, I guess, is that the only way that we can give the best of ourselves is if we are relaxed. And when we're tense, we only give one small part of ourselves. So if we can use silence, solitude, and stillness by breathing deeply, by moving into our hearts, and then chanting through our hearts, we literally electrify the angels' presence in our lives, because the angels are heart angels. They teach us about love, okay? So human beings love for the sake of being loved, and angels love for the sake of love.
What would you like to say for parting words that you want to make sure gets out there?
I say tune into www.stewartpearce.com and see the richness of what I'm offering in the world, or tune into www.theangelsofatlantis.com, identify what the angels are, be absolutely thrilled by the beauty of the artwork, and then listen to some of the meditations, affirmations, or chants, some of the prayers that I'm offering. You see, when we're praying, we intercede directly to the source. When we chant, we also open up a slipstream of energy that elevates our position to be more in connection with source.
Thank you so much,
My
Stewart, for
pleasure.
taking
Thank you
time.
for the opportunity of speaking to you.